You are with Star Television Network on Channel 21. Welcome to the National News Bulletin. I'm Leonora Jawara, and these are the main headlines. Members of the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces should uphold professionalism and avoid politics, according to the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Brahima Boure Sisay. Commercial bike riders in the Western Area Rural District have been engaged in a sensitization meeting which aims at popularizing the three gender axillars of the country. A cash prize of 72,200,000 leones has been presented to Kasim Mansouri, winner of the 450 Jackpot edition by Mercury International Sports Betting Company. And in sports, the Assistant Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Handball Association, Anabi Yusuf Kamara, has called on the government of Sierra Leone and the Ministry of Sports to support the delegation who represented the country in the Challenges Trophy in Mauritania, as their allowances has not been paid since they returned home. Those were the headlines. And now the news in detail with me, Leonora Jawara. Sierra Leone's Army Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Brahima Boure Sisay, while addressing troops at the Wilberforce Hockey pitch, has urged members of the force to remain absolutely consistent in upholding their professional standard and warned serving personnel not to take politics into the barracks. Abdulrahman Kamara compiled this report, read by Duraman Samura.
Lieutenant General Brahima Boure Sisay commended troops for their professional stance and good performance during the March 7 general elections running to the 31st March presidential runoff. Calling members of the force to work with their constitutional mandate by serving the democratic government of the day and also be apolitical, and continue to admonish them not to take politics into the barracks.
We made a message to the Republic of Sierra Leone forces this morning. Now that I'm not happy with what they happen at the barracks. I'm not happy today, I'm not happy tomorrow. When I want to bring politics inside barracks, when I left. When I not bring politics inside barracks, when our brothers and sisters, not to save me, we care for ourselves. If trouble can't save, you go first. Now you brothers with a man, if something do you, now he will save you. Now he will listen to, now he will call. If you find look yourself, now your brother and sister will now wear the same uniform. So they are the appeal to the Republic of Sierra Leone forces. We are not bring politics in barracks. I don't tell you now, even where I just commander joint force, why they go and address themselves, even around the country. One particular thing I can talk. I don't know if somebody there will remember that concerning politics. Nobody remember. I can tell you that something. Yeah, well, God bless you.
He explained the essence of cohesion and esprit de corps and the force of binding element that engenders the spirit of oneness and patriotism, not only within the force, but the country as a whole.
Peaceful coexistence, where we all get together, where this election comes, the way we all perform roles. As that we moral. But if this people they do this, then this they do this they do that. We not will get the praise. And we duty now for make sure say the people that when they taxpayer in money, when they are the money that they take pay we will always satisfy them. If you want to go to politics, you know say this one no there for you. Pass you show yourself. Left the uniform. Go. We will meet up on the highway. So until we do somebody said now we will provide security for you.
The Chief of Defense Staff of the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces, General Bure Sisay, informed troops about the key areas that they need attention, which His Excellency the President, Brigadier General Retired Julius Maada Bio, has promised utmost consideration. These are, he said, are the terms and conditions of services, accommodation and peace support operations. The address to troop by the Army Chief is a routine military exercise that is meant to update members of the force on the emerging trend of events and get them all well informed. The event was climaxed with the CDS holding discussion with all one-star generals at the Mayon Officers' Mess at Wilberforce. Compiled by Abdurrahman Kamara, Duraman Samura, Star Television, Freetown.
Youth Allies for Rural Development, Empowerment and Peace Building has organized an engagement meeting with commercial bike riders in the Western Area Rural District to sensitize them on the 3 gender act laws of the country. Andrew Bestman has more and in our reports.
Youth Allies for Rural Development, Empowerment and Peace Building has organized a day engagement meeting with commercial bike riders in Tombo village in the Western Area Rural District, aimed at sensitizing the riders on the 3 gender act laws of the country. Speaking during the engagement meeting, the executive director of the organization, Adams Kamara, underscored the importance of the meeting in relation to the 3 gender act laws for commercial bike riders and encourage all bike riders to observe the laws of the country and to be responsible citizens, as most times they are considered to be lawless.
Basically, this engagement meeting with the motorbike riders here in Tombo is to familiarize them with the Sexual Offences Act, the 3 Gender Act, and to tell them as to how they should conduct themselves when they come in contact into young girls and young women, so that they stop this kind of domestic violence that is prevalent in the community.
In an interview with the representative of the Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs, Paul Ibrahim Mansari, and the chairman of the commercial bike riders in Tombo village, Musa Obijon, both commended Youth Allies for Rural Development, Empowerment and Peace Building for their efforts in organizing short engagement meeting with the commercial bike riders in Tombo and its environs. The chairman of the bike riders, on behalf of his colleagues, expressed their commitment to work with the organization and assured them that the knowledge gained will be put into positive action.
Engagement meeting we had them make with bike riders on the Sexual Gender-Based Violence Act and sexual penetration. This meeting is timely, and the reason why it's timely because so many of the organizations in the country where they cater for raise awareness on the issue, then they left the bike riders them. And this meeting today, we don't see the responses of the bike riders. Even the chairman, they go to the point say they not be aware for the Devolution Estate Act, and they not be aware of them here. So they need a copy of the Sexual Offences Act. So me as a Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children Affairs, they appeal to the Minister of Social Welfare, and we boss them that the ministry cut across. Let we serve as a ministry, let we come on board for let we empower the social workers them. Now all parts of this country.
I want to tell plenty thank you to them for they can hold this engagement meeting free. Because most of we, because the riders they don't get time for listening to radio, because as they say that they can't radio for sensitize people, they don't get time for listening to radio. But they know them till but I'm glad the way they call this engagement meeting, where they don't sensitize them, where they don't know, and the cross section of the executive, the way they carry it, where they don't sensitize, we know waiting for no part their voluntary business there. I'm glad for the way.
The 3 Gender Act laws are laws enacted in Parliament to help all Sierra Leoneans to know their rights and obligations in terms of sexual violence, devolution of estate, and other offences within the Act. Andrew Bestman reporting.
You're still watching the news bulletin here on Star Television Network, Channel 21. Now, Mercury International Sports Betting Company has presented cash prize of 72,200,000 leones to its lucky winner, Kasim Mansouri, for the 450 jackpot edition. Hilton John takes up the story.
Speaking at the ceremony on Wednesday, 18th April 2018, the marketing manager of Mercury International Limited, Olubumi Kamara, said Kasim Mansouri happens to be the lucky winner for draw 362, with winning numbers 35, 45, single 349 in the ongoing 4x50 jackpots. Mercury International, he said, will continue to serve the nation disclosing that the company has introduced an online operation where customers will be able to make good use of the new product.
Basically, Mercury don't come with other product then besides the 450 jackpots, and now we get the online betting really going now. We like if you want to bet online, you can come out departments now 44 Battle Street, or you go to stadium back of the presidential lodge. So we get with booths at the exhibition center, and you get expert people and they will teach you.
He congratulated Kassim Mansari, the lucky winner, and encouraged customers to play more and win more. Presented a check of 73,200,000 loans to Mr. Mansari, the managing director of Maki International, Matemaike disclosed that 2 winners have won the 4x50 jackpot this week, adding that according to the laws of Sierra Leone, 10% of the amount should be paid to the National Revenue Authority, and admonished Kassim to make good use of the money.
Again, we didn't have to do another presentation of another 450 jackpot winner. This past week, we don't get 2 winners. So we did do presentation to one today, and then tomorrow we did do presentation to the other lucky winner. Of course, we already know say the winner win a jackpot of 73,200,000 leon, but we mandated by government, by law, for deduct tax, and that tax day we give them to the National Revenue Authority. So on this winning of 73,200,000, the tax na 13,540,000 leon. So the lucky winner, Mr. Kassim, they get 59,662,000 leon.
The winner, Kassim Mansari, had in his possession 69,600,000 leons as a take-home win after the tax reduction by the National Revenue Authority. Kassim Mansari said he has been playing Mercury for the past 10 years and never had the dream or conviction that he was going to be the winner of a short amount of money, and promised to make good use of the opportunity.
Well, first of all, I tell Allah thank you, and I make it possible for me. Because of the Allah, and you have and I tell us here and say, from today, I don't believe Mercury, say anything they do in reality. I mean, one of the people don't believe, say, this is a reality. Because at the play, I didn't see nobody win, I didn't see person who take money, win a jackpot money. But today, on the SSF, in person, don't can take this money. And I don't prove it. I don't really say it's true. I tell us here, I don't continue to play Mercury. Everything Mercury they do, a reality. And I don't be over 10 years while they play Mercury. Today, I'm the biggest winners and I'm the biggest moneyist in my life. And I will take the advice with the MD give me to take care of this money, not to keep the money a reality. And this way we make better in the family. I tell Mercury thank you, I tell Allah thank you.
The 4x50 jackpot plays 6 times a week across the country. For Star TV News in Freetown, I am Milton John reporting.
And now let's see what's happening in the sporting world. As the Assistant Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Handball Association, Anabi Yusuf Kamara, has called on the government of Sierra Leone and the Ministry of Sports to support the delegation who represented the country in the Challenges Trophy in Mauritania, as the allowances has not been paid since the return home. Elton John has all the details.
It's another day for more sporting news. We start with the local scene, more challenge within our sporting discipline in the country, as the Sierra Leone Handball Association Assistant Secretary General Anabi Yusuf Kamara is calling on the government of Sierra Leone through the Ministry of Sport and also His Excellency Brigadier Julius Madap Bio to see how they come to the aid of the association. They have not yet received their allowances they represented the country in international competition. Here is the report.
So as I say, I want to appeal to Madabio. They are the players them disgone through. The players they are destabilized. The players they don't feel fine because of the treatment, the team where they go through. They were unable to play the semi-final. Where they cancel the money where government for give up to now will not receive a single cent. One for beg Brigadier retired Madabio. We know someone who loves sports. Someone who get interest in sports. Do you Sierra Leone Handball Association, now money government forgive. Do you beg Mr. President, make them go and get money there. If they get money there, That go make them traumatized. That go make them feel fine because player go, you no get 1 cent from government, you no tell well. But normally that's what governments can do. I remember 2016 to be specific. We go government no give money, but how come? The government of Sierra Leone, through the Ministry of Sports, and by extension to the National Sports Council, then give Sierra Leone Handball Administration 30 million. We are grateful for that. And we believe, say, under retired Madabio, definitely, now money we will ask. If they not give all safe, when they will give a substantial amount, we go make sure, say, at the end of the day, the handball team will go Mauritania. Despite the fact, say, we never play the semi-final. Then kick out of the competition. But we go gladly. See, at least we'll come. We government good money. Can go per diem. And we all the logistics then for make we see the lights at the end of the tunnel.
Well, we hope that the Ministry of Sports will give support to the Sierra Leone Handball Association. Despite they were unable for them to win the championship, they were thrown out of the competition because they failed to produce a passport. Very interesting. We are still investigating the issue within the Handball Association. More challenge news within our sports and discipline. Abdullahi Conte, known as Spirit, within the Sierra Leone Athletics Association, is calling on the government of Sierra Leone philanthropist corporate institution to give support to the Athletics Association. The country is supposed to take part in a walking race in Beijing, China, but they are faced with challenges. They need 4 tickets for them to represent the country in this year's competition. Since the inception of walking race for the past 20 years, Sierra Leone have never participated in that competition. Here is the report.
Basically, not a new sporting discipline. This is part of track and field athletics, but in a sense, we play in marathon, but this is not a marathon, an event where for walk. We now work people here for work for make people foresee that say and Sierra Leone don't do working race for the past 20 years. We don't get nobody will go represent Sierra Leone. So we say by a small corner we see and see this particular time now we don't invite Sierra Leone for like a world championship. We say for make effort for make we get people who represent Sierra Leone. And then don't do this event at this country, so we introduce again back 10 years back at this country, so we don't ever get people who represent this country. So now as I talk, so the World Championship in Beijing, we want to introduce this game here, so with two athletes here, 1 male and 1 female. We know already we don't do national trial, we don't get any qualifier, so we don't get to go participate for this particular competition. We not only want to go participate, we want people else to go do well, for make tomorrow we invite Sierra Leone, we more people who will invite for attend this game here. So.
When I get any challenges on the face side of this trip, when the competition for begin?
The competition and 2 days competition in China, Beijing, we're in the 5th and the 6th of May, and in the competition. So we try to everybody, people all export. If you get the chance to buy 1 ticket, you get the contact person, the president of the federation. We will see how best we go for one this year. So we say get people who represent Sierra Leone at this particular competition. Don't today and they invite Sierra Leone for this particular race walk, but we not get people the same. But now they are I don't know for the past 10 years. We want to take this as an opportunity for make we say we get a representation at this particular World Race Walk Championship in Beijing.
Well, we hope that philanthropists will come to the aid of the Sierra Leone Athletics Association as they want to compete in this year's walking race in China. Congratulations to Manchester United. They succeeded in yesterday's game in the Premier League despite they were unable for them to win against West Bromwich. Although the Premier League has gone to Man City football team, but Manchester United did well yesterday, secure a 2-0 victory. More news on the Sierra Leone Under-20 team that will be playing on Saturday will come on Friday edition. We'll give you details about the preparation of the team ahead of the encounter on Saturday. That's all for sports. Back to Ileona Jawa in the studio.
Well, that's all we have for you in a news bulletin file here on Star Television Network, Channel 21. Thank you for watching. I'm Leonora Jawara. Just stay blessed and stay with us.